Hi, it is Jim Clark here from On Success TV. On Success TV is a project to inspire young people in education about careers. I'm here today with Emma, who is the founder of Mi.Pa, which is a Manchester-based business. So welcome to the interview, Emma.
Thanks, Jim.
Do you want to just tell us a little bit about Mi.Pa?
Sure. So Mi.Pa are a Manchester-based company, and we help SMEs to get their time back. So we provide PA support, so you get an intelligent PA to do the tasks that are making you spend longer at work and not letting you get the best use out of your time. And we provide a call answering service, which is just like an outsourced reception.
Do you want to just tell us a little bit about the day-to-day role?
Sure. So now in Mi.Pa, I run the company, but fundamentally my responsibilities are the brand, the PR, the marketing, business development, making the right connections for the business.
Fantastic. So what was your first ever job?
My first ever job was at 17. I worked behind a bar in a social club in Leigh.
So what sort of skills did you learn doing that?
It was great for my personal development, because even though now I'm the face of my company and very much the brand, I was so quiet. It was unbelievable when I was 17. So it was great for, massively great. It was painfully quiet. So it was great for me, kind of bringing me out of myself, and customer service, and basically like chatting to all different kinds of people.
Okay, and so what was your first ever sort of real career job?
My first real career job was after I left uni. So I went to uni, it wasn't really for me, and I kind of left halfway through. I went to get an office job, so I was literally an office junior for about a year or so. Then I was internally promoted to more like a secretary role. And then a year after that, there was an advertisement for a PA role again internally, and I was advised to go for it, and I got it. So that was my first step on the PA career ladder.
So what was your motivation for setting up Mi.Pa?
And I started it when I was 27, and I spent a lot of my 20s kind of like just thinking constantly, what could I do? So I would go through all different things, from baking cakes to coffee shops, like thinking about these things and wondering how I was going to do it. So I thought, okay, well, basically one day I went in and quit my job, and the next day I just went as like a freelance PA.
So what advice would you give a young person that's in school now and they're kind of considering career options?
Sure. The single most important piece of advice, I think, is that when at that age is not to be too hard on yourself, to think, I must know now exactly what my career path is going to look like, or what I want to do. So, for example, when I was leaving high school, my natural thing was thinking, oh, I've got to go to university. It turned out I didn't really enjoy that. So when I then left and I got a job as an office junior, I didn't think at that point, oh, well, when I'm 27, I'm going to start my own business kind of as freelance. And then when I was 27, I didn't think now at 34 I'd be running my own company, which I absolutely love, and it's kind of a brand that I love, and it's all about, you know, what I'm creating. So I would say just to not be too hard on yourself and try things, and if they don't work for you, you move on to something else that you do enjoy.
Yeah, definitely, it's good advice. So for females in business careers, who are some good role models out there, do you think? Apart from yourself, obviously.
Obviously. I think some great role models are, like, I'm a big fan of Michelle Mone now. Yeah, she's come from like a deprived area of Glasgow, but just the fact that she's got out there, done it, believed in herself, she's been a great role model for me. But I also think, in terms of like the women in business thing, it's never something that's particularly crossed my mind. I just think if you go out there and try and do it, it's the best you can do.
You hear the word success banded around a lot in the world, and you see these people that are highly successful with lots of things, but what does success mean to you?
That's a really interesting question, because I'm actually going through this process at the moment, because I think a lot of people think everybody knows, but actually when you come down to it and you see what motivates you, it becomes more difficult to actually pin that down. So like at the moment, I'm actually going through the process of creating a vision, a mood, a dream board, whatever you want to call it. And as I'm going through that process and putting, let's say, materialistic things up there, then I'm actually realising, well, actually if I got that wouldn't necessarily be success for me. So it's kind of an ongoing process for me at the moment to understand what will be, a picture of success.
Yeah. So you've talked a little bit about what personal success is, and you're kind of trying to just discover that really at the moment. What about business success? What does that look like?
To me, and it's not necessarily turnover related, it's related to creating a really strong brand that's really well known throughout the UK, for providing a great service, a great service in PA support, and a place where people enjoy working, where it's got a good vibe around it, and it's successful in what it does.
So you set up the business, but really, you know, that's kind of you found the role. But now you're MD, you're running it day to day.
Yeah.
What does that look like on a day-to-day basis?
Okay, so yeah, I am very hands-on in the business, and my day starts around 7:30.
Yeah.
And the first thing I do is a ritual every day, which is actually something I've learned from an entrepreneur that I really admire, who's Nigel Bottrell, and he's set up lots of businesses within the UK, and he now kind of basically mentors other entrepreneurs. And it's basically 90 minutes on my business, so it's 90 minutes locked away to work on something that's going to push your business forward. To do the 90 minutes, and then after that, it would be a combination in the morning of things that are either staff related or attending to emails, catching up with customers, and generally lunch times and maybe like late afternoons or evenings there might be, because I do a lot of networking, there'll be a networking event or a lunch or something to go to basically make new connections.
Well, thank you very much for your time today, Emma. I've known you for a couple of years now, and I think you're an inspiring person, and you're always really positive, and you're kind of out there doing your thing, and it's great, and I think you're a good role model for young people, so thanks very much for getting involved.
Oh, thanks Jim, it's been a pleasure. High five.
There you go.
Yeah.